The Denver Nuggets are stacking their roster with top talent, and the buzz around the team is louder than ever. New players are stepping in, ready to take on the challenge and chase that championship dream. But what exactly makes this squad so special? What do these new teammates expect playing alongside Nikola Jokic and the rest? Now hear it from the source.
What was your thought process behind your decision?
Well, this didn't come about at all. Just at the start of things, just a lot of seeking, a lot of visualizing, a lot of just figuring things out with my agent. And thankfully, a couple of teams reached out, and I was very excited that one of them were the Denver Nuggets, and really didn't hesitate, I would say. Once I got the call, kind of understood. And me playing in the West Coast, Cam, you understand this as well. Like, it's a great conference, so just happy to, go back over there and be a part of it.
Cam, we've talked a lot about what it's like to be traded. You had the experience a couple of years ago from Phoenix coming to Brooklyn. When you heard this happen, we talked right afterwards. What was your immediate thought before you got to the Denver process about just the sort of shock of everybody hitting you?
It just happens quick, man. I've been on the trade block for a trade candidate for over a year now, going back to before last year's draft. So it's always a reality. It could happen all the way through the season, through the trade deadline, and then this year through the draft. It's always a possibility. But still, when you get the call, it still happens fast. Like, I just finished a workout, I'm going to shower, and then my agent calls me, and I can tell by the tone of his voice that, it's a little serious. And then I get a call from Sean, the GM of Brooklyn, and it's just boom, 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 boom. And just like that, switching teams, switching cities. Obviously, the process is way different in the off season than in season, but still a lot to do in switching over.
Tim, Cam and I were talking about this earlier today. I'm curious your perspective. There's so much that goes into moving, like literally moving, and you've been through this a bunch in your career. What's your sort of like, what are your cheats now? Like, what's your advice even to like the younger guys about this process of like you mentioned, you're going to Denver tomorrow. But the actual process of like physically, like you guys got to go and now figure it out.
Yeah. Thankfully, the organizations have people that, help you out with that along the way. For me personally, I've only gotten, either traded or picked up in free agency in the summer. So I had a good amount of time just to pack up everything, have time to look at places in the new cities, wherever I'm playing, and kind of a smooth, easy transition. But during the season, I don't wish that upon anybody, man, at all. So really got to pick up and go, pack light, and get to your city as quick as possible.
What are you guys both most excited about this current roster? I feel like the Denver fans are really, really hyped over the last week. With this group, what are you sort of most excited about?
I think we all know what the group is capable of. They're fresh off the championship just a couple seasons ago. They have tremendous players, tremendous pieces, and from everything I've been told, a high-level coaching staff. Tommy, you mentioned before that they were 30th in three-point attempts last season. We can fact check that, but if that's true, it's not for a lack of opportunity. It's not for a lack of spacing on the court because, Tim, we both played against Denver plenty of times. Like as they have Jamal, AG, Jokic, they're able to pull guys around the court and create double teams, create kickouts, create sprays, create one-mores. And, for us, there's going to be a lot of opportunity to thrive in said environment and thrive alongside veteran players that really understand how to play and really kind of understand that the goal at the end of the day is to bring another championship back to Denver. So the opportunity is really exciting for us, probably in particular, Tim. And then we add back to that team. It just, that Denver's starting unit last year was incredibly efficient and really good. And so I just think the depth that we have on this team now puts us in a position where we're pretty serious contenders.
Yeah, and just the way that they move the ball, the way, like Cam said, basically last in 3-point attempts. That's golden for us coming in, that's what we like to do. That's what we want to do, get up and down, run the floor, create offense for others, for ourselves as well. But just with the cutting and the continuous ball movement and player movement out there on the floor, I think it sets everybody up for success. And for us personally, the environment, like Cam said, with the coaching staff and the front office, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to put us in situations where we can be successful. And with the team, last year they took the champs, to Game 7. I really don't feel like we're that far off. But the little things here and there that could propel us over the hump, I think we get the job done.
What are you most excited about playing with Joker?
Oh.
Look at that smile.
Honestly, a big part of it is not having against him no more. Because he's a problem. He's just a problem. That's it. Period. And he can pass, he can rebound, he can score, he can come. You know what I mean? You don't know what you're going to get on any given day, like kind of what mode he's in. But man, just it's an uncanny ability he has. Spatial awareness, just how he feels the game, how he understands the game. Like he does it in a way different than anybody else in the league. It's made him, one of the best players in the league and one of the best players in league history. From a pure numbers perspective, you're not really touching his output over the past couple of years. Mm-hmm. And it's not accidental. Like he's just that good. So to be able to play off of that, to be able to make those reads, like me and Tim both will really enjoy playing off these high level players where we're able to cut, find open spots, get up and down the court, make the right play, and it can just be simple, It can just
not force the issue as much.
Exactly. It can just be simple, knowing that everybody who's on the court, they're going to make the right play, they're going to make the right read. And I think that's the kind of basketball that the front office is striving for. And that's really how they've played for the most part since I've been in the league, and they've been really good at it. So just being able to be a part of that. And it's not even just Yoke. Like you've seen Christian Brown step up and have a heck of a season last year. Jamal Murray is a super talented dude, and so is AG. Like it's not an easy team to guard. It hasn't been an easy team to guard over the past couple of years. Just being able to fit in that environment is going to be a lot of fun for us.
Yeah.
I feel like with you two in particular, you guys have been two of the best in the league, over the last, as long as you've been in the league, really, at relocating and, figuring out, to talk about spatial awareness, just like figuring out how to get yourself open from three with the way that these guys play in particular, Yoke, but then all of them really, obviously, chemistry is going to take some time to figure this out, but do you feel like that is a particular thing that you're just sort of excited about, heading into this particular group?
Yeah, I think for the most part, for both of us, I feel like we strive off of, just running up and down, getting easy looks, making it hard on the defense, putting pressure on the defense, not only for ourselves, but for our teammates, and opening the floor for everyone with our shooting abilities. So for us, I really do think that just walking into this situation we're going to strive. It's going to be great. But a lot of that's going to come to just like getting stops and getting easy buckets and going out there having a good time. So yeah, that's what Tim, that's how I see it.
Tim, I had a question. Cam on this show has said in the past that Jokic has a supercomputer in his brain.
You said who?
Said Jokic has a supercomputer in his brain. It's the way that he just sort of operates. Have there been moments that you've just watched as an opponent, as a fan, that you've seen him do that you've just been kind of like, we all have the guys in the league that we're blown away by, but have there been particular things that he's done that you just have almost been sort of at a loss of words for?
Yeah, I would say so. But for me personally, I really do think I've seen that in Luka a little bit, just being his teammate. And those guys are buddies, on and off the floor. So it's like some of the things I see in Joker, I see in Luka with their passing abilities, with their IQ and vision of the game. So, I mean, I would really like to see how it is in practice. But during the games, like, I see what I see when I was in Dallas with Luka a ton. So I would like to see what I'm seeing during practice time with them.